From calorie count to portion sizes, we wanted to find out all the differences between Dunkin' Donuts in India and in the US. This is Food Wars.
Here in the US, you can get your donuts in 1, 6, or a half dozen, or 12, aka a dozen. Don't put that in there.
Here in India, you can get your donuts in packs of 1, 3, or 6.
1 US sticky glazed donuts.
Indian glazed donut,
It weighs
49 grams.
59 grams. In the US, we have 4 sizes of hot coffee. The small, the medium, the large, which unfortunately they forgot, Dunkin, and the extra large.
Here in India, our filter coffee comes in one size, this one. If you're wondering what filter coffee is, it's one of the most popular drinks here in India. It's made by taking a decoction of coffee, mixing it with sweetened milk, and typically when they're preparing it, they pour it from a huge height to create this froth. It's super delicious and it's very strong. It'll wake you right up in the morning. As for our other drinks, they come in 2 sizes, either medium or large. This is an Americano. Let's wait to see how much we got. I might have to go to the bathroom after this. 10.14 fluid ounces.
If that's not enough for you, Dunkin's in the US also has a box of Joe, which contains 100 ounces of hot coffee. And good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This should be the extra large. In the US, we only have 3 iced coffee sizes: the small, the medium, and the large. No extra large, but they did remember the large iced coffee, so thanks, Dunkin's.
So the Dunkin' India website says that they serve an iced Americano, but we asked 3 outlets here in Bengaluru and they said no iced Americano. We even asked them, hey, can you put some ice in our Americano? They said no. So if you really must have an Americano that's iced from Dunkin', you have to take your own ice and go there.
So what's the large spot? It's supposed to be 32. I think it's... Yeah, the cup says 32. It's supposed to be 32. Yuli, zoom in on that and shame this business. 32?
This is everything that you'll find on the menu at Dunkin' Donuts India that you will not find in the US.
Here is everything you can get in a US Dunkin' Donuts you can't get in India.
Let's start off with this one. It is called Choco Villa. And I think it's called that because there's a little triangle of chocolate which looks like those houses we used to draw as kids. Oh my god, yum! It's filled with my favorite donut filling ever, which is Bavarian cream. Choco almond. It's okay. It's filled with the Bavarian cream again. With the cream, unreal. On to the next one. This is called a Chocoholic. It's got a piece of Kit Kat sticking through it. I want to see if it's one Kit Kat bar or if they've taken 2 and they've sandwiched them together. Let's pull from this end. Yeah, I was right. If you're a Chocoholic, this is the one for you. The inside has also got chocolatey filling in there. The chocolate is starting to hit me real hard right now. This stuff is so sweet. This is called Rainbow Crunch. Oh, there's strawberry frosting on top. So this has a strawberry taste. It's okay. It's a donut. Next up, we have Cookie Delight. It's called Cookie Delight because they've taken cookie powder and smacked it on top. This one's called Crispy Crunch. For people who have trypophobia, this one is probably not for you. Oh my god. This ain't it. The crispy stuff on top is just not working. Again, however, they do have the Bavarian cream inside. I feel like there's a hurricane inside my body right now. Next up, we have a donut called the Gemmy. My fellow Indians will recognize that there are gems on top. This is one of the most nostalgic chocolates here in India, and I've eaten them since I was a kid. Super yum. You'd think a kid would like them, but I can't even imagine a kid version of myself liking something that's so overdosed with sweetness and chocolate. Is it Gemmy? Yes. Too Gemmy? Also yes. I'd avoid. So I thought this was all the exclusive signatures, but I've been told that there are 2 more. And let's start off with this one. It's called Choco Pop. It's got chocolate on top, chocolate sprinkles, chocolate wavy lime things, and it's filled with chocolate. It's very sweet. All right, and on to our last donut. This one is called the Choco Berry Bomb. That's actually quite nice. It has definitely cut the sweetness that I've experienced. There's like some berry jam inside, which is kind of tart and nice. The top is milk chocolate with shavings of white chocolate. Woo! Yeah, it's a good donut. I wouldn't order it. It's too much. All of this, I would not order any of these. They're too much.
Exclusive donuts you can get in the US, you can't get in India. Now, we're filming this the first week of October. Of course, the #1 flavor you get this month is pumpkin. So pumpkin. And yeah, this tastes just like pumpkin pie. Also, you can get yourself a glazed blueberry donut. See? Look at that. Glaze on top, blueberry dough on the inside. Also delicious. Love it. Glazed chocolate. Figured this was everywhere, right? So good. Ooh, Boston cream. The Ben Affleck of donuts. Looks like a regular donut, doesn't it, everyone in India? But the prize is cream on the inside. I know everyone likes donuts. Maybe I haven't had a donut in a while, but crap, these are really good. One of my favorites. I f with these. Double chocolate, maybe my favorite, because it just did what they had to do. Take a chocolate donut and put that chocolate frosting I like right on top of it. A double thread. Oh, these are so good. I am in heaven! Nice strawberry frosting with sprinkles. You don't got this? This is like the Homer Simpson donut, right? This is the one that you always see him eating. Oh, the vanilla cream. Gotta say, don't think I've ever had this one before. Look at me. It's like Scarface over here. I'm just covered. A little much. Ugh. Oh, God. Here's some powder right here. Powdered donut. India, you don't know what this is? Come on, it's like donut #1, right? Also in the US, you can get a vanilla frosted with sprinkles and a bear claw, which they unfortunately did not have at the time of shooting this. Hang on. Oh. Munchkins? Guys ain't got munchkins? What? We have a variety of munchkin flavors, but this one specifically is the pumpkin munchkin, and tastes just like pumpkin pie. Fantastic.
Hey guys, we're now on to a different category of donuts called the all-time favorites. I took a quick hospital visit and I'm completely fine now. I'm sorry about the madness from the previous set of donuts. I'm fine now. I don't know what came over me. Okay, so we'll start off with this specimen over here. It's called the Cookie Cartwheel. Adorable name. And yes, it does look like a wheel. I like how they put the white stripes. Yeah, it's sweet. Next up on our list is a donut that's not intimidating at all. It's only called Death by Chocolate. Will this kill me? Probably not. But will this kill me from diabetes if I eat too much? Absolutely. And for that reason, it's a win in my book. If you thought Death by Chocolate was scary, this is Alive by Chocolate. In terms of visual differences, I can already tell this one has more of a cookie crumble on top. They're very similar as expected. I will say this one feels more like it lifts your spirits and you feel more alive. And this one will probably put you to sleep in a coma. So Death and Alive, it makes sense. Whoa! On to the next one. We have something called Very Very Strawberry. Vanilla frosting on top. It's got some pink streaks and it looks to be stuffed with strawberry jam, which sounds amazing, especially after all this chocolate overdose. It's sweet. Oh my god. It's nice though. Alright, it's time for our final donut, and this one is a bit of a boss battle. So this is a donut eclair. It's called the Breakup Party Eclair. I guess because if you go through a breakup, this is what you end up eating. So the first few bites were quite nice. They weren't as sweet and they didn't feel as rich. But I realized most of the chocolate is kind of centered towards the center of the eclair. And so it's a lot more decadent the closer you get. Great for breakups. Great as a metaphor for what you feel when you're going through a breakup. And as a donut itself, pretty average.
Both hot and cold espresso and coffee drinks in the US have options for flavors you can add as flavor shots, which are unsweetened, or flavor swirls, which are sweet and creamy. Now, flavors unique to the US include shots of vanilla, toasted almond, blueberry, raspberry, and coconut. And flavor swirls, you can get French vanilla and pumpkin. So, I went ahead and had each one of those swirls and shots added to one coffee right here in front of me. We'll call it the Food Wars Drinkaroo. I don't know what it is. All the flavors in one drink. The lady, when I ordered it, was like, really? And I was like, really? Oh God, this is so bad. Oh, whoa, this real, whoa, oh man. It's like, there's like an electric charge to it at the end. I don't quite understand. This is poison, don't get it.
Alright, it's time for drinks. Let's start off with the cold options that we have here at Dunkin India. The first one is a classic lemonade. Let's go ahead and try it. It looks very clear. That's nice, it's refreshing. They've not made it too sweet and I kind of like it. Next up, we have a virgin mojito. I don't see why somebody would go to Dunkin' Donuts, get a donut, and then a virgin mojito on the side. Quick point to make, you can get them in a small bottle or you can even get them in larger options. Next up, we have two flavors of iced tea. We have lemon and peach. I'm gonna try the peach. If I had to pick one of these, this is the one I'd go for.
Exclusive hot drinks here in the US, we have these three. The first one is like a specific coffee blend at Dunkin' called Dunkin' Midnights. Oh wow, that's power. That's strong. Wow, it's like really strong. I kind of love it. Moving on, you can get yourself a chai latte. India doesn't have chai lattes. What's going on, guys? That's really good. And of course, a matcha latte. No, not matcha. I hate matcha. That's the green one, right? Beverages that taste like lawn clippings. Ugh, I hate it.
Alright, it's now time for our milk-based cold beverages here in India. We have a range of frappes, some iced shaken coffees. Let's start with the frappes: coffee, caramel, and hazelnut. And they have a seasonal flavor, which is Alfonso mango. If you've not heard of the Alfonso variety of mangoes, it grows all over here in India, and it is the king of mangoes. You have to try it if you get a chance. I'm going to start off with this one because I love mango flavored anything. It's not bad. Next up, we have some shaken iced coffees in three flavors: caramel, classic, and hazelnut. Also, the classic flavored shaken iced coffee, it's not as sweet. And I want to put this one on a pedestal. Thank you. Okay, next up, they also sell a iced mocha and an iced latte. It's time for the chocolate milkshake, and can I just say it looks decadent. It's quite thick. It's kind of grainy. Like you can taste the graininess of the chocolate, which I like, but I don't know if some people might not like that. Some people might like really smooth chocolate milkshakes. Okay, so if you're traveling to India and you must eat at Dunkin', I would recommend you have the Alfonso mango frappe if it's in season. But I would also say don't go to Dunkin', go to any juice shop. You find them all across India, and they take fresh mangoes and they'll make you a mango milkshake that will blow your mind. They'll put actual pieces of Alfonso pulp in there and you'll chew on it while you drink your milkshake. God sends.
So they made these 2 hours ago. I'm sorry. Assume they don't look like this. Anyway, we have these cold drinks in the US. They're called refreshers. They're actually pretty good, surprisingly. Starting down here, we have the strawberry dragon fruit. I am such a child. It's spelled STRAWDRGNFRT, and all I could think of was dragon fart. Well, that's actually pretty good. Peach passion fruit. FRT. I keep thinking fart. I'm such a child. Whoa! Ah! What the hell? I think all the syrup went to the bottom. It's way stronger than it should be. Yeah, because up top it's really weak. Somewhere in between there's a good sip, but I didn't find it. Anyway, all right. Peach passion fruit coconut. Yeah. Oh, but is that cool? Does that work? Okay. No. Oh, gross. Yeah. The coconut ones are bad. Keeping it up on the cool drinks, you can get yourself a frozen coffee, a frozen matcha latte, a frozen chocolate, and of course, the coolados. Wait, frozen hot chocolate? Isn't that just chocolate milk? Oh man, that is strong. That is a milkshake. Yo! It's not terrible. The flavor is very strong. This is apparently a blue raspberry. I think they have other flavors, but once upon a time, I worked at a movie theater. Yes, really. But we figured out a way to get into the syrup box because Fountain Drinks had syrup and soda water at the same time and mixes right when you pour it in. It was like a really dark color, and we dared each other to drink it. I remember it was so powerful, I thought I was gonna throw up, and I'd never experienced anything like that powerful flavored until today.
Surprise, surprise, Dunkin' Donuts also serves chai. So you have two flavors. This is ginger chai and we have elaichi chai. Elaichi is cardamom. Ginger in Hindi is adrak. And it's just such a beautiful word to say. Oh my god, adrak ki chai. Oof, they've gone heavy on the ginger for sure. As advertised, these do taste like elaichi, which is cardamom, and ginger. Yeah, they don't quite have the soul of a chai that you get on the roadside. But I really love how Dunkin' has tried to do this. Makes you feel a little bit more at home. So thank you, Dunkin'.
Sandwiches and wraps and bagels and breakfast stuff. Oh my. Get a good look, India. We have a huge selection of non-donut-y breakfast sandwiches. Variety stuff you can get. Oh man, I hit a wall and I apologize. And I'm back. You can get yourself maple sugar bacon breakfast sandwich. We have these wake up wraps, and wake up wraps are, I don't know, really phoned in breakfast tacos. I don't know how else to describe it. It's a tortilla. They put the stuff they already had for the other sandwiches in there. They fold it over. I'll just grab one. You can get yourself one. And oh man, this thing is like, hey, everyone watching this video in the comments, let me know. I show you this, and then when I open it, are you more likely to eat this or less likely? Let me know in the comments. Dunkin', nobody wants these. You can get yourself a tomato pesto grilled cheese. Pesto's fine and all, but when something has pesto on it, you don't realize it. Doesn't it just look like look at this green. Does that look like, would you go, oh, it's pesto? Or would you be like, oh, I think it's moldy? You also got the grilled cheese. Oh. Then you get yourself the sourdough breakfast sandwich. Yo, these things solidified, probably edible a few hours ago. I'll take a bite of this. Sausage, egg, and cheese. Yeah, not bad. Bacon, egg, and cheese. Somewhere encased in this melted cheese is bacon, I assure you. There's also a turkey sausage, egg, and cheese somewhere. Oh, you can also get bagels at your Dunkin' Donuts. Why? I don't know. But you can get bagels plain, cinnamon raisin, multigrain, sesame seed, and this one, everything. And you get yourself some cream cheeses, including garden veggie, strawberry, and plain. Also, you can get an avocado spread, which they did not include. Dunkin'! India, you're not gonna believe this. Our Dunkin' Donuts, you can get a side of something called snackin' bacon. What's snackin' bacon, you ask? It is a bag of bacon. Bagel minis. You can get plain and everything bagels. Here's one right now. I think these have cream cheese inside of them. Yeah. I don't think I've ever had one of these before. That's not a bad idea. Not bad, guys. Also in the US, you can order hash browns. Now at Dunkin' Donuts, apparently, you can get these, what are we calling these? Omelet bites? You get bacon, egg, and cheese, or egg white and veggie. Come on. This is straight taken from Starbucks, right?
We went to the Dunkin' India website, and over there on the menu they claim to sell burgers and a few sides like nachos. However, we went to the outlets and the manager said that they're phasing out all savory food in Dunkin' nationally. But he was kind enough to make us one single non-veg burger just so that we get to taste what it would have been like. It has a whole chicken piece in there, which is already kind of nice. Some onions, looks like tandoori mayo, and the bun looks pretty tasty. Oh my god, that's actually really good. I've done many episodes of Food Wars, tasted many burgers from restaurants that are literally burger joints, and this literally rivals those burgers. This is pretty good. What's happening, Dunkin? Okay, so the fact is that Dunkin has actually scaled down massively here in India. In Bangalore, where we're filming, there used to be 20 Dunkin' Donut outlets. Now there are only 3. So rumor has it that Dunkin' might be phasing out of India in general, and the decision is going to be made in the coming weeks. So maybe this video is the last remaining legacy of Dunkin' in India. And this is probably the last burger that is ever eaten. Oh dude, this might be the... Guys, this might be the last burger ever consumed from Dunkin' Donuts here in India. Okay, let's talk price. This large Americano is rupees 139, which is currently 1.71 US dollars. But keep in mind, at the time that we're filming this, the Indian rupee is at an all-time low. So hopefully things will get better and this won't cost so much.
That same drink in the US is $3.69, or 293.44 rupees. That's a 63.9% increase in price.
Okay, so the biggest menu item that we have here in India is our box of 6. Now you can get 2 categories. You can get classic donuts, which are a lot simpler and it'll cost you rupees 399. Or you can get the favorites donuts, which we have here, which are a lot more extravagant and will cost you rupees 499, which amounts to USD 6.12 right now. If you want 12 donuts, you need to get 2 boxes of 6, which will cost you rupees 998.
For food, our biggest menu item is a dozen donuts. $18.73, or 1,492.85 rupees. Thank you. Our biggest drink is the box of Joe Avella. It's the most expensive single menu item, $27.48, or 2,190.25 rupees.
Now in India, we have something called a vada, which is pretty much a donut, but it's savory and it's fried. And I want to say that those cost around 20 rupees, while this original glazed that I've bitten into a few times costs 85 rupees. So it's important to note this price difference, and people here will definitely think about that before buying something like this.
Nikhil, stop eating the props.
Okay, so Dunkin' Donuts India has not released any of their nutritional info out for the public, and they've not gotten back to us when we asked them for information as of now. However, I can confirm that one donut is probably less nutritious than one salad.
Let's talk about Dunkin' US nutrition, starting with the glazed donut. In the US, it has 360 calories, 22 grams of fat, 10 grams of saturated fat, 420 milligrams of sodium, 420, 39 grams of carbs, and 18 grams of sugar. And let's compare that donut to this one, the Boston Cream. In the USA, a Boston Cream is 270 calories, 11 grams of fat, 320 milligrams of sodium, 39 grams of carbs, and 18 grams of sugar. A Dunkin' Donuts large iced Dunkin' dark roast coffee with cream and sugar in the US is 260 calories, 12 grams of fat, and 37 grams of carbs. Now, assuming that the iced coffee is the same in the US and India, getting a large iced coffee with cream and sugar and both the glazed and a Boston Cream donut is 890 calories. That's 35.6% of your daily calorie intake. Yo!
Again, Dunkin' Donuts has not released any of their ingredients to the public. However, there is one huge difference between the US and Indian donuts, and that is that the Indian donuts are all eggless. This is because a huge percentage of Indians are vegetarian, especially Hindus, and so they even consider eating egg as non-veg food. And so, yeah, most fast food restaurants have decided to not use egg in any of their foods to make it more accessible to a larger part of India.
But the US does have it on its site, so I will share with you the ingredients right now. First up, the coffee. Regardless if you're getting it hot or cold, if you get it black, it's going to be 100% Arabica coffee. Nice. Now, if you want to add cream and sugar to it, then you are adding milk, cream, disodium phosphate as a stabilizer, sodium citrate as a stabilizer, and sugar. If you're going to be adding flavor to your coffee drink, one flavor you can get in both India and the US is caramel. And in the US, our caramel flavor is made up of all this. In the US, our standard glazed donut is made up of all of these things. You think that's a lot? Here's everything in our Boston Cream donuts. Yikes! That's a lot of words.
Hey everyone, it's Harry Kirsch from the Food Wars team. I finally got to meet my co-host Joe Avella for a cool new project we're working on called Food Tours. Here's a trailer for it now. It's so good, man.
This thing is incredible. Oh my God.
Can I shock you, Joe? I quite like this.
Oh yeah. Yo, what's up with that egg over there? What is that?
That's the gherkin.
Oh, what is it really?
It's literally the gherkin.
Isn't that the gherkin? People of the internet, you cannot expect me to pick this up with my hands.
Oh man.
At this point, I think I could race a small car. Yeah, like one of those small cars, I could race one of those. How many more donuts do we have? Because I'm taking on a cheetah at the end of this episode.